pressed the steam button.
Hello, 6A and 6B.
Yes. Hello, and welcome to the GMan 6A and 6B recap video. And yes, this week was a exciting week, I would say. Would you agree, Mr. Cash?
I don't know if all of the coaches would agree it was very exciting in a good way, but that's just how Blood Bowl goes.
Yes. So, of course, I'm joined...
Definitely got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. And if you don't know who JG Cash is, he is an excellent player, I would say, of humans.
Well, let's hedge that back a little bit. Don't set the bar too high for me.
Yeah, well... Okay, so... we are starting with 6A. We're gonna be reviewing the played matches. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. So take it away.
Yeah, well, up first we have my personal favorite, the Chocolate Hornets, and they got a bye week, so season's going to be starting a week late for them. But you know, get some free gold, get some. I see he got a MVP on a Black Orc to level there. That's always nice.
Yeah, that's not the worst place to get it, since Black Orcs are not that easy to level, I hear.
No, they aren't. So I'm sure he's very happy he got 5 SPP there. Yes. I guess he got 2. He got both of his Black Orcs got MVPs. One of them to level though. So that was a pretty good bye week for him.
Yeah.
And then up next to the game that was actually played, we got Tumbling Dice versus Born to be Wild. Wood Elves versus the Chaos there, 1-1 draw. And it looks like the Wood Elves were actually able to beat up Chaos a little bit. I saw in the results of that game that one of the Chaos Warriors got a move bust. You see that goat that got the MVP I think that was just badly hurt. But yeah. 1-1 draw, but looks like the Wood Elves might have won the punch game a little bit there.
Yeah.
And they leveled a War Dancer to boot.
Yeah, that's always good.
I mean, I'm sure they were pretty happy with how that went.
Yeah, that's what you want as Wood Elves. Don't lose too many players and score.
It was the other team that was losing the pieces, not them, so...
Yeah, so...
if they can keep that up, they're going to have a good season.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so next we have Undead Necromancers versus Badland Fairies. 2-0 for the Undead Necromancers.
Looks like they were able to score once with each ghoul or 2 of their ghouls. So maybe the Orcs having a little bit of a trouble dealing with those 7-move dodge pieces there this early before they can get some tackle.
Yeah, I also see the Orcs didn't get any casualties, so no SPP besides the MVP there, which is not great.
No, that's not what you want to see as far as development goes. But they weren't losing any pieces. They just had the troll get badly hurt, but
yeah,
not much to go off there for the Orcs. Undead's a tough customer at the early TV though.
Yeah, I do see there were two casualties sustained by the Orcs, but I'm assuming both were probably just badly hurt.
One of them might have been APO'd. I'm looking at the stat box on the league manager, and I'm only seeing a badly hurt on the troll right now.
Yeah. So probably, yeah. So good game for Necro, I think.
They're definitely going to be a tough team to compete with in this division for most of the people. They've got the ghouls to go fast, and they've got the mummies to bash.
Apparently you are quiet, Mr. Cash.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna try and lean in a little bit.
Let me try some quickly. Yes, okay. We'll continue and see if that's any better.
Up next is a game I did get to catch a good little bit of, the Lounging Lizards versus Normies Get Out. And while it was a 2-1 win for the Lizards, there was actually a pretty great score by the Bretts in there. It was a one dice dauntless blitz against the Croxagore with the ball carrier to missing next game the Croxagore and walk in and score. So I thought that was a pretty spectacular play. You know, the Bretts, they were able to beat up those lizards a little bit. They just weren't able to contain those skinks.
Yeah, but skinks are notoriously hard to contain at times.
Yes, especially before you can load up on that tackle. It can be a pretty tall order.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good spread of SPP for the lizards there.
Yeah, they were hitting that SPP pinata pretty hard. Those peasants.
Yeah.
It's an SPP giveaway with those peasants sometimes.
Yeah. Do see 2 of the Bretts got 5 SPP each. So I think the lizards have a strong start. Although I would like to say I'm very disappointed that none of the lizards died, because I really want to see more puns, please.
I mean, the Bretts tried. We got a missing next game on the Bloxagore. I mean, it's close almost.
Yeah.
If you just rolled a little bit higher on that injury.
Yeah. Also, there's something I wanted to say before we start, but I forgot. To everyone in 6A and B, I'll repeat it later for B as well. I would please ask you to let me know of a day you're playing and your time, so I can see if I maybe can stream some of your games, because I really want to do that, but I don't always know where they are. So if you just let me know as a small favor, I would love to stream some of your games. Okay, that out of the way, let's move on to the next one.
Ah, your personal favorite, the Skaven.
Yes, and Indus is saying there is a new pun on his team, so we will look into that later.
Oh, yes, we'll see that soon.
Yeah. Yes, so 0-0 Chaos Dwarves versus Skaven. I was personally surprised when I saw this result, because I thought Skaven would maybe at least get 1 touchdown, but to be stopped totally is quite interesting, I would say.
I think they were probably thinking they were going to score at least 1 touchdown too. But the real surprise to me for that game is the Rat Ogre going off. I mean, we made fun of, or at least I made fun of that Rat Ogre last week, and I know maybe we got him riled up a little bit because he was beating up some dwarfs in there.
Yeah.
See, we got a niggled Chaos Dwarf there, so doing a little bit of damage.
Yeah, and quite good. I think I saw a small part of this game. I can't remember, but I think I saw something getting hurt. I think one of us Skaven.
I mean, yeah, we had 3 injuries against the dwarves, and one of them was a perma for that niggle.
Yeah, I think I saw President Full Metal getting hurt. A small bit I watched of it.
So hey, let's go Team Rat Ogre. President Full Metal doing work.
Yeah, and I see they got a Hobgoblin level up on Jasmine.
And grab a dirty player or something.
Yeah. Okay, and then next we have another bye week. Wolverine Wraiths getting 1-0 over the admin squad. And if we look at the MVPs, we had on a white and the werewolf.
Neither to level there, but you know, still some SPP on your positionals. I'm sure he's happy it went to them instead of zombies or something.
Yeah, I do see Titus with Dead Jester got 8 SPP, so I'm not sure if that's a zombie or one of the positionals. Yeah. We'll look into that soon. I mean, last.
Yeah, I don't know how they assign some of those. They might be giving out extra SPP for some of those bye weeks. I don't really know exactly how they're doing it this season.
Yeah. And final game of week 1 was Divine Light Templar versus Very Old Kings, 2-1 in favor of the High Elves.
Yeah, that can be kind of tough for Bretts at this TV. Can't really hold them down, and they can kind of outbash you, and they can just keep positioning around you. But Both teams were able to get some decent development. Both teams leveled a blitzer, so I mean, if you look at that SPP spread, it's not like either of them got shut out, really.
Yeah. And yes, Daniel, I do remember Herringzord streaming your game. I do remember that now. So yeah, fire MVP on a lineman and for both teams. So not the best, but could be worse. At least they got some SPP on the other pieces as well, as you said.
Yeah, I think leveling a blitzer for each team, that's pretty big for them.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've looked at the results, let us look at the teams. And let's start with Ezekiel's really old kings, Bretonians.
Taking some more damage on the blockers there.
Yeah, we have an MNG and minus AV.
Yeah, that minus AV was missing for the first game there, so he just came back.
Yeah, that's rough. And then
You know, he's one game away from being able to replace that blocker, though.
yeah.
Realistically.
So
You still got 3 dodge on your blitzers and one of them with the plus strength, so you still got some good tools to work with there.
yeah, I can't remember exactly how the team looked before this week, but I don't think much has changed.
I think the only thing that we have is one of those blitzers leveled up to get dodge, I believe.
Yes, that could be. Hey.
Moving on to the team they just played this week, the Divine Light Templar.
Yeah, by Mr. Hordemaster. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't escape that game unscathed either.
Yeah, 2 MNGs.
And one with an armor bust.
Yeah, that's not great.
Do have a little bit of development though. He's got dodge on both blitzers now, since one of them just leveled.
Yeah, does have that mighty blow plus movement catcher.
I mean, that's the real SPP hog of the team's already creeping up on level 4.
Yeah, so do you think he's gonna replace that AV busted lineman, or because he has 140k?
You do wonder.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to go for another reroll. Maybe he'll roll with 2. It's kind of a personal preference thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll just ride that full bank in it next week just so he has the options.
Yeah, could be. Okay, so then we look at Wolverine Wraiths, the team that had a...
Yes, they had a bye week, and somehow from that bye they got 8 SPP on a werewolf, but I'm sure they'll take it.
I think he got one of it. I think he got one of the MVPs and one of the touchdowns, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that looked like what it was. It was 2 MVPs and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, so that's fairly lucky because...
It is, because that's exactly what this team needs, is to get some skills on those werewolves. They've already got a pretty solid supporting cast going on with the flesh golems and the white and the super ghoul.
Yeah, that ghoul is pretty disgusting, I would say. So he does have a bit of bank there. So I wonder what he'll spend it on, since he already has 3 rerolls. Yeah. What do you think he'll probably spend that on?
If it were me, I'd be going for a reserve zombie so he could, just play a little more aggressive, maybe throw out some extra fouls. I don't really know if he wants to get any more ghouls to take SPP away from the werewolves.
Yeah.
If I had that one super ghoul, I'd just stick with that guy.
Yeah. Of course, the risk is that he dies.
It is easier to protect one ghoul than it is to protect 2, though.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Okay, so then we move on to Picking Flowers, the Chaos Dwarf team from Mego.
And he's already fired and replaced that niggled Chaos Warrior.
Chaos Warrior.
Chaos Dwarf Blocker. My apologies. Chaos something.
Yeah. So if I
See, who is the new one? Yes, Rosemary has been replaced with another Rosemary.
I see. So that Bull Centaur, I can't remember if he had break tackle or if that's new.
No, that is new. That is from this week's game.
What do you think of taking that on the Bull Centaur?
It's very good on him. I mean, you need them to be mobile. Most people play them as the ball carrier, so that's the risk with them having two agies. They get tied down.
Yeah.
But it can also be used offensively to do a cage dive or something.
Yeah. So this team is looking fairly good. They did manage a draw against the Skaven, which I mean most people probably didn't expect.
You got to be happy to hold Skaven to 0 points.
Yeah. Hey, next we have Lounging Lizards from Hindi. Let us apparently he has decided to update his team motto after I said, because his team motto is now stop trying to get them killed for more puns. And I refuse, Hindi. I will keep advocating.
Yeah, I think all of his opponents are gonna side with us on this one too.
Yeah. I think I see the new skin he bought.
I do too. I spy it with my little eye, in the skink of an eye.
That is, I must say, these names are still so funny. There's Leonardo da Vinci. You bitch.
Stand Up Chameleon. I think that one's new too.
No, he was there last week.
No. Okay.
We have just so many good.
My favorite is still You Bet Jurassic Can. I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for that guy.
Yeah, didn't he? I don't. Oh yeah, I see it. Queen Elizabeth. All I can say is well done, Hindi, because these are quality puns.
We're gonna have to see who he's playing next week coming up here, because he might be missing that block score pretty bad.
Yeah, that could be rough. Did a block? Yeah, no. Yeah, he already had that skill. What turn did he go out? Do you know?
It was turn 8 of the match. That was, I believe it was turn 8. It might have been turn 7. It was when the Bretts. I mean, he had him pinned on the wall with the Croxagore, and the ball carrier just had to. One die splits out with Dauntless, and there you go. You get that armor break too. Just for emphasis. It's made for a fun watch.
Yeah, Hindi's saying we're gonna get You Bet Jurassic Can killed, and then it's gonna be our fault.
No, I want him to live. He's the one I want to live. It's my favorite. He's the one I've picked on the team. It's my little pet cat on that team.
Yeah, so he's getting block on the Sauruses, so those can be quite annoying.
Yep, just to get a little more block and a little more guard on him, and be ready to start bodying everybody up.
Yeah, looks good. Next we have undead necromancers. I think all necromancers are undead, but okay.
Well, I don't know if do you really technically have to be undead to be a necromancer? These are some philosophical questions.
Yeah, that is a good question. Okay, so if we look here, we have.
I don't think we had any development this week.
No, it doesn't look like that. I think this is.
No, we have a leveled zombie. That zombie got guard. That's new.
Yeah, I mean.
So that's always nice. You got to double level up on that zombie, get a little bit more guard where you usually don't get it.
Yeah, looks good. Setting on 90k, he might save it. I don't think he has 2 zombies in reserve.
He's got everything he needs. Just save up gold at this point.
Yeah.
Well, he might be saving up for a stadium enhancement. He's already got the level 2 stadium, I see.
What do you think you will take?
I don't know. There's a lot of choices there. That's a personal preference one. And you could go something fun and crazy like a wizard stadium, or you could go something safe like the security gate.
Yeah.
Weather dome, you never know.
Yeah. And next we have tumbling dice from the coach, and I think.
Ooh, there's a level he's happy about. That war dancer just got mighty blow this week.
That's weird. Game's bugging out a bit, but it's okay. Yeah.
This is a team that's had some great level ups already. It's got a strength up on a lineman and agility up on another lineman, and now it's got the mighty blow war dancer.
Yeah, doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, so this team looks quite good, and the coach is one of the more experienced coaches, I would say, or as you say, one of the.
Have fun playing against that, everybody. I mean, it's the Wood Elf team that's already got most all the tools it needs.
Yeah.
He's probably trying to. I mean, he kind of wishes he probably got that mighty blow on the tackle war dancer instead of the strip ball one, but
Yeah.
got to take it when the game gives it to you.
Yeah, well, the other war dancer is just one SPP away from leveling, so.
You never know if he'll get that double too. Maybe he'll have 2 mighty blow war dancers.
That sounds fun.
Fun to step on.
Yeah, next we have your favorite team, the Chocolate Hornets.
Chocolate Hornets, yeah. The tasty snack that stings back. Got that Black Orc leveling from the bye-week MVP.
Yeah, what do you think? He's probably gonna take block on it?
Who knows what kind of level up it is? Maybe it's gonna be a plus strength. Maybe he's taunting us all.
Yeah, that could be nice.
Holding it in secret till the last second there.
Yeah, I think he still has.
It fit the motif for the team. He's already got the stat up blitzers.
Yeah, that is definitely not a bad thing to have.
Maybe it's an agility up for the Black Orc too.
Would you actually take it though?
I mean, probably not, but you'd still have to think about it for a couple seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we have Born to be Wild.
Mm-hmm.
This
is the team that got beat up by Wood Elves this week.
I
sympathize for you, because it's never fun getting beat up by Wood Elves. It's happened to most of them.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for the Chaos team. I mean,
yeah, a lot of move busts. It's making a slow team even slower.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
But still has a good bit of mighty blow though, so I mean, don't sleep on him.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you run away from him, you're safe. So
that is correct, especially all the 5 MA on the mighty blow beastman. That kind of hurts. You want your killer to be a little bit faster.
Yep.
I still think this team. I mean, it's still a long season. This team has plenty of time to rebound, though.
Yeah, especially the 2 bye weeks stay. I'm not sure if they're gonna be reserves. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure.
Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah. And next we have Badlands Fairies. Oh, yeah. The Orc team in pink. Pink polka dots.
Color for orcs.
Yeah, I suppose. And they have, yeah, just Mighty Blow on a Blitzer, Guard on a Blitzer.
Yeah, I don't think they had any levels up this week.
No, it doesn't look like that. Their skill points are a bit low.
But doesn't look like they lost any players either, so that's still a win compared to how some other people's games went this week.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to have.
Gotta count your blessings.
Yeah. Now we have Normies Get Out. Title. And they also had a rough game, I would say. 2 MNGs.
Pretty give and take with those lizards.
Yeah. 2 MNGs and a movement bust on a lineman.
I think you probably still keep that guy and just ride him into the ground. Just, you know, line him up on the line for all your defensive formations.
Yeah. And the one blitzer is 1 SPP away from leveling. But the other 3 blitzers have no SPP, so those are gonna take a while to get leveled.
Yeah, and that can be the problem once you start getting that one leveled blitzer, is it's hard to get in situations where you can safely put the ball in the hands of the other blitzers, because then you're making the choice between, well, now I'm putting it in the hand of the guy who doesn't have dodge.
Yeah. We do have a tackle blocker, but not a lot of development here yet.
Yeah, their TV is going to be quite a bit lower than most of the people they're playing against. But you can do some great things with inducements.
Yes, you certainly can. Now the Skaven team, Sons of the Underground from Mr. Shady.
President Full Metal.
Yeah, and they have absolutely no level ups. So they are pretty much exactly the same as last week.
But unlike the Chorf team they played, they didn't have to replace any players. So
yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah,
that is weird. Having a Dwarf game with no devs and having a Skaven game with no touchdowns.
Maybe it's the Rat Ogre. That's what broke the mold right there.
Yeah, he does have...
Rat Ogre, he's getting close to level. He only needs to bang one more person up.
What do you think he's going to get on the Rat Ogre?
Claw. He's going to roll that claw.
And if he doesn't?
You know, I've never actually played with Rat Ogre, so I couldn't... This is foreign waters for me.
Maybe block.
If he gets that double, that would certainly be nice.
Yeah. Okay, then I believe...
If not, you could just go Juggernaut, because he's got Frenzy.
Yeah, so I believe that is the...
That wraps up the teams. We'll take a quick look at the upcoming matches next week.
Yeah. So first up...
Let's see what we got. Ooh, back-to-back bye weeks for the Wolverine Wraiths.
Yeah, that's... I mean, that has to be pretty disappointing, I would say, as a coach, because
it's a little suboptimal. You'd kind of want them later in the season to help you recover a little bit, and you certainly are probably antsing just to play some actual games, too, after 2 weeks of bye weeks.
Yeah. Okay, next we have Picking Flowers versus Divine Light Templar. Dwarves versus High Elves.
That could be a good game. The High Elves, I believe they have 4 dodge on their team. But they're going to be meeting the tackle team, so... Maybe it'll be another 0-0 game where the Dwarfs get beat up.
That would be interesting. Yeah, okay.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Next we have Lounging Lizards versus Really Old Kings. So Skaven versus Bretonian, I think. Yes.
Yes.
So I don't think that's gonna... We're not gonna lose that many lizards, I would say, in this game.
Well, but remember the lizards are going to be missing their Croxagore for this game, though.
Yes, that is a problem.
I think this might actually be a rough game for them, because this Brett team's a bit more developed than the one they just played, and they're now going to be playing them with less firepower.
Yeah. I do luckily have a few sources with block, so maybe that will help compensate for the Croxagore, but I still think, I do agree with you, it's not going to be a easy game at least.
I mean, you still got the Skinks, you can still do some real fast, easy scores and take the lead, but...
Yeah. So, yeah. And Daniel saying the Dwarfs are cancelling out his dodge skills.
They will, but they're pretty slow though. You can still make those naked 4 agi dodges on 2+ and just outrun them.
Yeah. Unless you have a bad day, then you are dead.
Yes, unless you roll the snake eyes, Elf's mortal nemesis.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have a bye week for undead necromancers versus so bye week there. And I don't think they're that rough first week, so yeah, so I think a few of these teams
hope they get some MVP on their non-ghoul pieces.
I think there's a few teams that would have wished they got the bye week.
Yeah. Like those lizards missing the Crocsagore right now.
Yeah. Okay, and then next we have Tumbling Dice versus Sons of Underground, which is going to be a Wood Elf versus Skaven game.
That ought to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, I think
that might be a hard one for the Skaven, actually, because those Wood Elves, they've already got the tackle and the strip ball, and...
Yeah. And
who knows? Maybe the Rat Ogre's going to show up again and kill everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of questions there.
Yeah, the thing is the the Wood Elves have a lot more development than the Skaven, so... Yeah.
I don't know what their exact TVs are, but it should be at least 2, maybe close to 300 inducement for the Rats, which can be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, and he's just complaining there's too many damn Bretonians.
There's never too many Bretonians. What? That's like one of the least played races in the game.
Yeah, okay.
It's a miracle that there's 2 in one division. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Yeah. Okay, next, Chocolate Hornets versus Normies Get Out. So that's Orcs versus Bretonians.
I think that's going to be a hard one for that Brett team that's already kind of limping into that match.
Yeah. So, your favorite team against your second favorite race?
Just about. I'm going to have to... You know, I won't root for anybody in that one, but I think the Chocolate Hornets are going to be a solid favorite just from the roster matchup.
And then the last game is Born to be Wild versus Badland Fairies. So Chaos, a badly beat.
Fest.
Yeah, and the problem is the Chaos have a few. They have an MNG, I think, and then 2 minus movement. But in this game, it won't be that big a deal, I would say.
Yeah, they're not going to be getting too outrun by the Orcs.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're not going to find much respite from getting beat up on either, though. If they were hoping for a soft game to kind of bounce back on, this probably isn't it.
He's just complaining that he has to face Brett 2 times in a row.
Yeah, that is a little suboptimal getting them both right at the start of the season. That's kind of when Brett's strongest because they got all those starting skills. Kind of want to see them later.
Yes.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
So, what would you say on this schedule? What do you think is going to be the standout game? What do you think?
I want to see the Wood Elves versus the Skaven.
Yeah, I think that could be.
I think it'll have everything a viewer could want. You know, it's probably going to have a lot of scores. It's probably going to have a lot of injuries.
Yes.
What more could you ask for?
So I'm gonna try and chase those 2 coaches down and find out when they're playing, and hopefully I can stream it.
Yeah, drop us the word when you're playing, y'all.
Yeah. So that is 6A done and dusted.
Moving on down.
Yeah, and if we look at the leaderboard quickly, we see the undead are top of the table, but that's not that indicative of anything yet, I would say.
Yeah, you really need a week or 2 to get played so you can start getting the tiebreakers on the TD differentials and whatnot.
Yeah.
But of note, there was only 1 draw this week, though, so a lot of teams already have a win. So if you lost that first week, you're already playing catch-up against a lot of people.
Yeah, there were 2 draws.
Well, oh, yes, 2 draws. My apologies.
Yeah. Okay, so done with 6A. Now give me a second while I stop the recording for this video.